Hello my friends, welcome back to the Rohan campaign. I have to say, there immediately are a few interesting things happening. First and foremost, the Prince of Dolimroth is dead. I'm not sure entirely who the prince was himself. I don't know him by name. I mean, I've heard of him. He threw a sick party, apparently. Also, we are being besieged. This fucking Captain Gazbag actually besieged Onodrith. I thought for sure that he was not actually going to do anything, but I'm glad that I recruited some troops regardless. So we're going to have to break this siege at some point. Before we end the term, probably. Also, Eowyn has a suitable husband, the 44-year-old Lord of Rohan by the name of Janfrid. Janfrid, perhaps? I'm going to decline that because I'm fairly certain that Eowyn is 16 years old. Maybe we can find someone a little closer to her age, but more importantly, someone who is a better lord. Janfrid was middling, I would say, middling at best. So we are currently still making a small amount of cash, and I would like to use a bit of that cash first and foremost to build... I wanted to build a barracks in Foldberg, but apparently we are unable to. It's not quite big enough. Okay, well apparently we'll have to build it in Hornburg. Which is not... It's not too bad. I'm gonna blow 3,000 gold for that. It will be available in 4 fucking turns. We can finally recruit some of these heavy footmen. I was hoping for some of those two-handed axemen, but I believe that is actually... I need the army barracks for that, for the Riddermark axemen. I'll take the Orid heavy footmen, though, because my spears are not great, in my experience. They can't hold a line to save their life. Quite literally, they fall over, they die. And it's tough to watch. We built some roads in the village of Gind, and we've also recruited some troops. I'm going to continue to recruit troops, these farmhand guys, etc. I'm moving these professional guys up because I want to continue to move Gamling to the west. And I need a garrison in Gind to defend it, because there are actually quite a few clansmen just walking around, riding around, trotting, skipping. I'm sure some of them are gallivanting, maybe even... What's the word for like a cowboy? The way a cowboy would walk. It's not like a saunter, but it's something like a sidle. I don't know. So we'll grab Gamling, as I was saying, and we'll put him again at the head of his army, and I'm pretty certain he can make it. He can indeed. We'll have to be careful here now because Captain Murakian, whatever his fucking name is, he could potentially head us off at the pass. The pass being this bridge crossing the river towards Lond Angren. He could potentially intervene. Captain Barak, Bareback, he could potentially attack us this turn, but I assume that he is going to... It seems to me that these guys are going to focus on Bregnus. We've got Captain Ualas up here as well. They could merge into one larger army, one massive Enedwythian blob, rather. I mean, they could be named Bob. I just think if you were to become an amalgamation of flesh and bone, multiple men into one entity, somehow bonded through some dark magic, would you call yourself Bob? It's possible. I think most every Bob I've ever met has been a blob of some description. Okay, I want a spy in Bregnus, because Intel is the lifeblood of a good defense. Well, no, men are the lifeblood, but I guess Intel is the brain. If we were to anthropomorphize a defense, the men are the lifeblood, intelligence and intel would be the brain. That That's as far as I've gotten, actually. I can't think of much else because I actually want to break this siege right now. I just want to point out as well, Adunafel the Quiet, no fucking idea what he's doing. He's marched north to south and then south to north, north to south, and I don't know where he's going now. Who knows these things? All I do know is that I want to grab these troops and just take a quick look and take a look at what this battle is like. So I assume if we were to auto-resolve this, we would actually lose the battle. So I'm going to do it off camera, I think. We don't need to see this, but it does need to be done manually. So I will see you guys in just a moment with the results.
Muster your courage, men. We march into battle.
Well, I won that battle basically without issue. We were able to kill everyone, and our good friend Kale Wolf has gained a veteran's warrior, rather. It was kind of interesting, actually. The entire enemy army fled as soon as I began the battle. They just ran away, so then I had to chase the vast majority of them down with Kale Wolf, and then I had to sally out with the infantry, which is why they took some casualties. But basically, we lost, like, nothing, and that entire army melted away. So now we can address everything else. We are currently building an army with Eomer so that he can counter these forces that are showing up. We're going to keep Swidhelm in Bregnus for now, as we retrain and train more of these units. Isengard still has to be garrisoned due to the invasion. Gamling is about 2 turns away from Lond Angren. In Karass, we can retrain all of our farmhand units, and we can even recruit some of the fort ones. I wouldn't mind getting some of the fort archers. Well, the fort archers, the axemen, and the pikes. Why not? Fuck it. Let's just go for everything. We'll build that army for Aldwulf so that he has more than enough troops to deal with Enedwythe in the field and Enedwythe in Alkfud, because I assume Gamling is going to head up north and capture this region, which is called Malfin. And Dunird will eventually be conquered by Swidhelm / Eomer when the time is right. I think we ought to end the turn now, as there isn't much else to do. Okay, we have another contender for the heart of Eowyn. Another match. It's Diorthane. We're going to reject this as well. I really want them to have maybe closer to the middle when it comes to command. And they can't be neglectful as well. I don't need a neglectful husband for Eowyn. We all love Eowyn, am I right? She's an important character, and she needs an equally important husband, I guess.
Yes.
So we finally reached the lands of Umbar, and we're going to follow this road with Leonir.
Yes. Without question.
Him and his swift steed are going to be, I assume, actually, you know, the city is probably going to be somewhere in this peninsula.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
I don't know. Oh, well, look at that. It's right there. We'll talk to them next turn. I assume we're not actually going to be able to do much of anything, but I would prefer to have tried than to have not tried. I gotta say, Enedwythe right now is just it's ballsy what they're doing, but it's also ridiculously suicidal. So Bareback, Captain Bareback here, is trying to recapture Karass, and he's left us no choice but to sally out and destroy him and his pitiful little army. Really, Enedwythe is being incredibly, I want to say, like, offensive right now, when they should be defensive. I'm coming for their towns. Like, they're not even garrisoning the cities. Oh, this looks like Swidhelm. Oh, it is the exact same portrait. Interesting. See, here's the thing. They have a unit of outlaws and Urdrek the Kind. That is all they have in Lond Angren. You should have put Bareback in there. Gamling is going to capture it. No problem, because Enedwythe is not playing well. You know, people complain about the AI in current Total Wars, and having been, like, I play a lot of Medieval too. And I can tell that these people are they're just looking through rose-tinted glasses. Like, the AI in Medieval 2 is almost... Like, here's the thing. I don't think many people realize this. Medieval 2 was shipped with a pretty horrendous bug. The bug was, whenever you peacefully occupied a settlement, it actually had the effect on your relationship with the previous owner of that settlement, so as it appeared that you were sacking the place. It was some weird bug, and there's actually a patch out there. I think it's a third-party patch that fixes that. And this is the reason why in Medieval 2 your allies always backstab you, because from their eyes, if you're peacefully occupying settlements, it's like you're this crazy tyrant who is sacking and burning every city you've ever captured. So it's really ridiculous. That's why, like, there's this meme where Milan is this backstabbing asshole. That's true for all allies. They all see you as this crazy tyrant, unless you actually, like, there's a medium option. I think you can loot and occupy. I can't quite recall what the options are at the moment, but okay, hold on here. Let's see what's going on. Galadrim is having a rough time here. Enedwythe and Dunland have declared war again. The realm of Galadrim has declared an alliance with the Shadow of Mordor. Yikes. Okay, so therefore, they have brokered a truce with all of these factions. Oh, I see what's happened. Okay, Galadrim has become a vassal of Mordor. And that is incredibly concerning. Because Galadrim is our neighbor to the north in both of these regions, and there's actually a Nazgul that's been hovering around here, and the elves of Edricarn have been keeping him out of my lands. But now, of course, since the elves have been vassalized, he's probably just gonna try to fuck with our shit. So basically, we're gonna have to secure our northern borders. This is what I'm seeing. So we have 2 units, 2 professional units in Onadrith. We're gonna have to send them north. In Tirith Anduin, we're gonna recruit some scouts, and just some scouts, I guess, because I'm broke. Well, never mind. We're broke as hell because I've pulled the riders of Rohan out of their little hidey holes, and the reason I did that was mostly because it looked like the clans of Enedwythe were going to try to attack, or perhaps Dunland. Okay, so I'm looking at the time. We're an appreciable amount into the episode, so I'm gonna say, if you're still watching, pretty clear that you're enjoying it. Why don't you just scroll down, leave a like, leave a comment. I would appreciate it. Tell me what you think about this whole, the vassal situation between Galadrim and Mordor, because I'm worried about it, and it's really ruining my suspension of disbelief as to the fantastical world that we currently reside in. There's no way the elves would ally with Mordor. That is my impression. Although, people would say the same about Saruman, right? Okay, we're going to break the siege of Karass. And I think we'll do it on camera, because running these guys down, all of these light troops, oh, it's so fucking satisfying. I mean, the same could be said for all of the orcs that I killed outside of Onadrith. But man, I'm telling you, we're gonna have a good time. Okay, they are advancing on the walls. It looks like, well, no, actually, they've abandoned their equipment. And they're fleeing. Okay, well, we're gonna have to sally out with all of our cav and see what we can do. I'm gonna grab the archers as well as the axemen, perhaps. Get them out here. And then we will defend the gate with some pikes. Man, I'm having such a hard time deploying the troops in this place. It's really fucking difficult. So I've just kind of stuck dudes all throughout in the hopes that I could sort it out on the other side. The other side being the battle once it's actually begun. So I don't know what these guys are attempting to do. Like, I don't know if they're trying to leave the battlefield or what. But this is essentially, basically what my experience with the orcs around Onadrith was. That they just kind of left. It was very bizarre, but here we go. We're going to charge into the rears of these spearmen and hope that we don't take too many casualties. Looks like we took maybe two casualties charging those guys. Let's get... what is this? Aldwulf? Maybe to charge this unit. Shazam. And that is a lot of casualties. Okay. We'll get the archers involved as well. If I can just slowly but surely pull this army apart, that would be great. I just gotta be careful rather, that I'm not, you know, just running into missile fire, javelins and the like. I want my archers in place. Here they are. Should begin firing any second. Even better, it would be... I think it would be best for me to fire at the oh shit, here we go. Couple volleys. I'm gonna try to fire at some of the more lightly armored troops in the center of the army. There we go. And we're off. We're off to the races, slowly but surely. Taking these guys out. Okay, let's grab this big unit of riders and we'll charge this mass of raiders. Here, let's grab Aldwulf. We'll put him on the flank, ready to do the same on the other side. Okay, so all of their missile troops are splitting into I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. They are spreading out because they don't want to get attacked. But looks like they're going for our troops, so we'll have to pull back to the walls. I really want my towers to do some damage, if at all possible. Shit, we took 4 casualties there, 4 or 5. Now Aldwulf is prepared to charge in as well. So it's just hundreds of Grey Flood Raiders here. We may as well try to break as many of them as possible. Let's charge the rearmost unit, I suppose. And we'll grab these guys and... Shit, we gotta move everyone into the town, actually. If I can prevent these guys from causing any casualties in our infantry, that would be ideal. Where is Aldwulf? Okay, so we're charging. We're charging. We're charging. Let's get this, these 40 men to charge that unit that's shaken. I want them to break, if anything. I really needed to have my formation a little wider there, though. Okay, let's try to break this one unit. They're wavering. And they're still shaken. Okay, so we're gonna have to get back in formation over here. There we are. So I think we have entered... Yeah, we're in the city now. The town, rather. And we should be causing some casualties with our towers, and these assholes have no choice but to, what? Run back? Are we getting any arrows off here? Anything? Bueller? I really want my ballista to be involved as well, but there's nowhere for me to put it. I guess I could put it up on the on the hill here, rather, overlooking the wall. Okay, so we are actually throwing some arrows in the ass end of those Angren Raiders. And we've got our cavalry in position. Let's see, maybe we can take out some of these raiders. It's hard because there's that unit of spears there. Okay, let's get these guys out again. They can start throwing... Okay, actually, you know, let's get a little closer to the walls. Man, these guys are fucking relentless. Holy shit. As soon as I open the gates, it's like, they're there. Okay, we have the ballista, rather, in place. Let's throw a few bolts at the river spearmen. That would be ideal. Okay. Where are my archers? I need you to fire. Fire when ready. And we will use the cavalry to take out the Grey Flood Raiders here. There's 100 of them. Hopefully this charge goes well. Oh shit, we've just immediately received a volley of javelins. And we lost, well, a few men. Not nearly as many as I was worried about. Okay, so these guys are in a loose formation. And we can, holy fuck, we can really ruin them if they don't pay attention here. Okay, we'll get Aldwulf to charge first. We'll go for that unit on the fuck. What is happening here? Oh, I see. My archers have left the wall, the safety of the walls, to be annihilated by the Angren Raiders. They're throwing javelins. The assholes. There go my riders. Man, just flooding into the center of that formation. I'm trying to run down what's left of that unit. These guys are somehow still... They have yet to break, which is crazy. I don't know how they survive. We gotta get a cycle charge off here, though. Let's get back in there. 128 of them now down to... Okay, we're taking casualties in the... Oh my god. The spearmen have engaged my archers. Let's try to get out of there. But this unit... Okay, it has broken. There we go. We'll get the 15 men after those guys. Let's set another trap here. What is this? River Swordsmen. Okay, those River Swordsmen... they have 0...
For defeat seems almost certain.
Okay, come on. My fucking archers are really fucking the dog here, and they're now being attacked by... Oh, man. They're getting attacked. Okay, we're gonna charge out of the gate, because we have no choice, really. Oh, shit, these fucking River Swordsmen are right up my ass. There goes Aldwulf, charging into the center of their formation, killing a fuck ton of them. Holy moly, what is there? 120 of them left. Let's get another charge off. We'll have to just hope that our infantry is doing well in the town itself. Oh man, there's only 50 of them. Okay, so if we look at what's going on here, we're throwing ballista bolts at the enemy. Let's use flaming ammunition just for fun. They're throwing javelins at our men, and fuck, our axemen aren't doing well at all for some reason. Presumably because they're getting nailed by javelins. They're really doing poorly. Let's see if we can get... Are we really taking that many casualties from these swordsmen? Unbelievable. Okay, I have lost far too many raiders, or riders I should say, from this, from that unit, that's for sure. Let's throw some bolts at the spearmen. We really need to get the archers into the town, in behind the walls. Come on, you motherfuckers, just... There we go. Okay. Shit, we're taking a few javelins here. Let's flee before that gets out of hand. Okay. The Grey Flood Raiders are advancing. Let's get the riders involved. I worry about Aldwulf. He could very well take a few hits here if we're not careful. Man, yeah, it's just fucking skirmishers all the way down.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way.
Okay, we're gonna get the cavalry out of there because as soon as I engage one unit of skirmishers, the one behind it is just gonna throw javelins in, unless I somehow engage all of them at the same time, but that's not gonna happen.
We will smash the enemy.
Okay, what's going on here? We've got our farmhand archers in place. I'm gonna bring them over here. That way they presumably won't be taking too many javelins. What the fuck has happened here? Apparently we roasted a few of our own men with the ballista. Fucking crazy shit. Okay, so this is actually a little bit annoying. It's just the amount of skirmishers that these guys have brought is really troubling for my cav. And my towers are finally firing. I just feel like these Angren Raiders want to suck the marrow from the bones of my archers. That's what it seems like. But we're throwing a few arrows their way with the towers, and it seems they're taking some casualties. Let's get the archers in place. There we are. Our cav is in place as well. We can take out these Great Flood Raiders. They look to be unsupported. There we go. Shazam! That whole unit is gone. And we've got some Angren Raiders trying to intervene. Let's set up a situation here. There we go. Holy fuck. What am I? Oh my god, that's a unit of spearmen right there. Somehow I didn't I didn't realize that there was a unit of spears ready to ruin my day. Oh, there go the Angren Raiders as well. Let's run them down. Oh no! I wasn't paying attention and my archers have received a few volleys of javelins. Okay, that's it. Let's grab the infantry, let's bring them out. Use them as a fixing force. I gotta tell you, the towers on the walls aren't, they're not doing nearly as well as I'd hoped. I was really hoping they would tear these Angren Raiders a new fucking one, that's for sure. Okay, we're gonna leave 13 riders to babysit. We're going to use the rest of the cav to deal with these two units. We probably can manage that. Can we charge? I got a little too close there. Okay, this unit needs to, oh fuck, they've reformed. Okay, that was not a charge. Here we go, this is a charge. These guys are gonna be attacked by swordsmen if we're not careful. Let's get our infantry involved. Where are our archers? They're fleeing. Fire at those spears. Put them in skirmish mode. Let's sandwich these raiders here. They're broken again. This unit is broken as well. There we go. Let's finish off this unit. 140 men. They're gonna break. Have they broken? They're wavering. We've got 12 riders left in this unit. Holy shit. Can I bring them around those spears? No, they've been intercepted by the spears. And our cavalry is running down. There's nothing left. This unit is still alive somehow. Where have those spearmen gone? Ah, they're still here. Come on, you guys need to take out those spearmen, for the love of God. Let's bring the cavalry around and deal with these guys. They're wavering, they should be gone momentarily. We're gonna fire into the rear, rather, of this unit, and that should be good. There it is. Shazam. Let's break these raiders. There we go. We've killed the enemy captain, Captain Bareback, and we can probably... We just have to deal with the remaining spearmen, and I'm pretty sure we can do that with our missile units. What is there? There's 56 men left. They're wavering, and they're routing. Okay, let's get these archers over here, and we can finish off this unit. Man, we may actually have to charge these spearmen because they're going after our infantry so hard. Let's get Aldwolf to... Actually, no. Let's get on the flank with the riot. Okay, there we go. That'll work. As long as we're... Okay. I couldn't even fucking formulate a full sentence as that was so quick. Okay, we've won the battle. We've relieved Karass, and I think we have time for just one more turn to see what's going on. Alright, Aldwolf is now a great commander, and he's also gained a rider of Rohan in his retinue. So, we could really use some stables over here, that's for sure. Although I don't know if we have the culture to okay, well, apparently we have the culture already to utilize the stable. The stable, though, we will not be able to build for quite a while. The problem mostly is that our cavalry is draining our coffers, so I'm going to stick a couple of the troops in the forts, of course.
Your orders,
And
my lord.
Eomer, he'll just stay where he is
Yes, my lord.
with a complement of skirmishers, I guess. There we go. So we should have the gold perhaps next turn to build that stable. And I want the stable to primarily reinforce these 2 units. But also it can, Karass can act as a forward base so we can attack Alkfud and whatnot. We could also use a town guard, but that is less important in my mind because we can actually get all these fort troops who are more needed than ever before. We're going to actually retrain these 2 units first, and then we will recruit the fort troops. There we go. Now, Gambling
Your orders, my lord.
will need some more men as well once he captures Lond Angren. I don't know what the income will be there, but whatever it is, it should be more than enough to cover the expansion in his army. And Gind is not really in any sort of trouble at the moment.
My lord.
Mostly because we've actually vanquished a lot of the armies of Enedwai that were threatening us. I've just noticed that Karass actually needs roads, so I'm going to build those. In the meantime, though, Aldwulf is going to build a tower here and hopefully hide from Captain Mirakian. Are you hiding, Aldwulf?
With honor.
Hopefully.
Be gone. Come and get
That's going to be a tough one to micro out of if he gets attacked. But anyway, we now have vision across the border. We have a pretty good idea of what's going on in our own lands. The region of Druaith Ayar is pretty well, like it's pretty well covered as far as line of sight. The region of Mal Runaid, perhaps not so much. Although that one tower really did a good job. When we capture Lond Angren, I'm going to foresee we're going to need to build a tower up here. Man, I can hardly speak, for the love of God. I feel as if there are no reinforcements available aside from this captain here for Lond Angren. When it comes to Alkfud, of course, we have the Captain Mirakian. And then, of course, Dunyrd is pretty isolated as well. So we're doing well. It's just a matter of executing these. Oh shit, I totally forgot about Alduin. For a second I thought it was Alduin, as in the fucking dragon from Skyrim, but actually it's Alduini. He's available, so now we have even better line of sight into the region of Lugiu. And there's a few stacks here. We've got Captain Haldar with 2 units of just completely useless units, and then Captain Ualas, our good friend and confidant, Captain Ualas. I need one more spy up here as well. But we have too many agents. Okay. That's just fine. I could potentially move Sig here to the west a bit. That'll do.
Tomorrow's journey plan.
Yeah, actually, our intel network is looking pretty good at this point. We have line of sight on the border and just over it as well. Okay, so looking forward, we're going to need troops in Ginird, Bregnus, maybe less so Gind now. We're going to need troops in Karass, I foresee. So we're going to grab the professional troops here, and we're going to move them over. Gind, we can continue to garrison with the militia being supplied by Durwath. 3 turns away, and then we can... Well, Durwath is already... It already has as much garrison as it needs, potentially. I don't want to have to spend anything to garrison that city, that's for sure. In the east, I really need to keep an eye on our northern territories because the Shadow of Mirkwood is a perennial problem. They pop up every now and again, and I have to fucking deal with it. But there we go, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. It looks like the Kingdom of Rohan is... We have nothing blocking our advance into the north. The only thing hampering it is the fact that we need to garrison Isengard so much. We're currently paying for 4 units that could potentially be in an army elsewhere. This is like 1,000, well, 360, 480. Is that correct? What is 18 times 3? Anyway, the point is we're spending too much gold on those troops. I think we'll leave, for the most part, all of these free upkeep units. There's no reason to remove them. But anyway, you guys, I'm kind of rambling right now. I need to end the episode. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you guys with the next episode in 2 days. I'll see you then.